Hey everybody, welcome to episode 20 of Fear of Becoming Obsolete, where career advice and pop culture collide. We've tried to build a culture of fearless experimentation at Auld Consulting. We have an idea that we think is valuable, we try and experiment, the cheapest one we can come up with, and then we measure the results. So that brings us to our first FOBO on the road. Today we're in Houston, Texas. We're in George Bush International Airport, to be exact, and I'm hoping the audio works. Today we're going to explore the idea of re-examining something that you've learned in the past. Knowing I was going to have some time in an airport, in some flights, and a few long car rides, I downloaded an audiobook, The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. I've read this book probably 3 times since it was published in 2017. But this time, I got to hear the stories from the author himself. At first I was thinking, well, what could I possibly get out of this? I've read it 3 times. I used the lessons in my consulting and training classes, but I was completely wrong. Listening to Eric tell his stories, you get the inflection in his voice. You can hear his excitement and you can hear his frustration. It created a whole new experience. The biggest thing I gravitated to this time is his idea where all work can be better suited if we think of the work as an experiment. We have an idea, we hypothesize the outcome, and then we go do the least amount of work to test our hypothesis, and then we ruthlessly measure. No vanity metrics allowed. Factual metrics that cannot be misinterpreted if we succeeded or not. For example, if we decide to add a new feature to our mobile app, we'll get more subscribers. That's our hypothesis. We'll measure our success by the number of new customers that are added 7 days after the new feature goes live. If we can get 5% more customers, we will make this a permanent feature. If not, we'll remove the feature, examine what we learned, both good and bad, and then decide what to do next. Simple, focused, and measurable. I even put this experiment idea into a LinkedIn post I did this week, introducing 3 new consulting products that we think will disrupt the consulting services market. We introduced our idea, and we invited anybody that was interested to set up a live demo to learn more. If we get 10 demo requests in the next 7 days, we'll consider this experiment a success. I'll report back to you the outcomes in an upcoming post. As another example, I've probably taken the Certified Scrum training class 14 times, but I took it with different trainers and at different times in my career, but every time I got value out of the class. Sometimes it was reinforcing a concept or technique I was already using. Sometimes it reminded me of something I was completely screwing up and helped me to fix it. And sometimes I learned great training techniques and exercises from the trainers that I built into my trainings. So what do you do at work on autopilot? What did you learn a long time ago that is foundational learning to your career, and when is the last time you challenged that learning? So here's my experiment for you. Go back to one of your foundational books, videos, training classes, and revisit it. This time you're reviewing the content, you are a different person. You have different experiences, you have different priorities, and you are in a different time in your career. That alone will have your mind in a different spot where information that you've heard before may resonate differently and lead to an inspirational moment that you did not expect. When you do this, please share your insights in the comments and email them to me. I would love to hear if this had a positive impact for you and what you learned. And don't forget, this is just an experiment. It may not work, but I guarantee that you will get something out of this, even if it's just confirming that you are brilliant and you have this stuff nailed. So, what do you think about FOBO on the road? Did you get any value from this week's video? If so, please send us a comment, give us a like, or even subscribe to our channel to be the first to hear about new videos. Please share FOBO with a friend, share it with an enemy. We all have the right to be relevant at work, and any little thing you can do for us magnifies our impact. I am Tom Auld, your friendly neighborhood product owner signing off. Have a valuable week and take care.